what is your take on ghostwriting? Period.
I respect ghostwriting. I think ghostwriting and co-writing is a part of the business, especially for those who are trying to better themselves in their lives. When you have a big team, co-writing and ghostwriting is a part of it. It's just impossible to do everything on your own. And I think the stigma of people looking down on hip hop for ghostwriting it needs to stop, because a lot of people have ghostwritten and have gotten ghostwritten for. And I think that part of the business people are just not privy to because of what people deem as the foundations of hip hop. It has to be pure and authentic, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and you have to keep people's jobs afloat. And that may mean working with other people in different capacities, and it's okay. In my opinion, it's okay.
Because I feel like it's okay to a level. Like the argument we had, my boy listens to Talib Kweli's podcast, and they asked him about ghostwriting, and he said the jam is important. Like if he would have used the ghostwriter, he would have more hit records because the jam is key. That's what keeps the career, the hit record. And I told him, I said, I never had a problem with somebody writing you a hit record because you're trying to get it played inside of a club. You're trying to get it played inside of a party. I said, the problem I have, I said, and I use this exact record. I said, Joe, you know how mad I'd be if I heard the truth and somebody told me somebody else wrote that for Benny Siegel, the whole truth song. Like I said, you know how mad I would be sitting at home and my favorite Nas song is I Gave You Power. And to be like, man, Nas ain't even thinking that. He ain't write nothing. Somebody handed him the whole song. I said, that's totally different than going, yo, he wrote In the Club. Okay. But you know how mad I'd be if he wrote one of the 50 songs that's one of the ones? Let me find out somebody ghost wrote Problem Child. I'm gonna be sitting there like, nah, not that. But I'm like, so I don't have a problem with ghostwriting. It's
Okay.
when they write the stuff you're remembered for when it comes to your rapping. Because yeah, we got people that's Nelly's remembered for a lot of hit records. He doesn't get as much respect as a lyricist, but he's remembered for a lot of records. But you take somebody like Eminem, he's more remembered for lyrics and records. If you find out somebody is penning both sides of his career, look at him different.
I won't look at Eminem different.
Well, I ain't been in them rooms, but if I find out somebody pent some of Eminem's lyrical stuff, it'll knock him down some ticks. Because it's like hip hop was always because they always use the R&B singers use writers. Yeah, but R&B music is looked at on and pop is looked at on the spectrum of how you can perform this record more than how we look at hip hop. Like, how did you think of that? The hip hop is the only genre where it's, yo, say that again. Doubles and triples, we lean on that. We throw on pop records and R&B records, and we're not necessarily leaning on the lyrics to every song, but we leaning on the sound, the melody, how it make us feel. Well, rap, we do the same thing, but when it comes to them rappers, it's like some people would never put NBA Youngboy in the same room with Jay-Z. But then when you find out somebody writes for Jay-Z, you start looking at NBA Youngboy like, at least you wrote that, and he getting assistance, and we held him as the GOAT. So that's why I say it always drop ticks, because I just be like, yo, rapping is all about the mind. Like a person helping you with a bar or two, that shit don't bother me. But if I love Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. If I sit there and I know Pusha T wrote all them songs, I'm gonna be mad as fuck at Kendrick Lamar. Like,
wow.
Like, yo, why? Like, I'm thinking this is coming from especially when you make that music that comes from a place of R&B artists. If I'm a singer, all right, Mickey, I don't know how to write music.
Right.
I'm gonna write how I'm feeling. Like, yo, Mickey, this is how I feel. I just need you to put it together. But rap has never, since 1980, wherever, has never got it's cool. I'm just writing what he feeling. That they never got that respect. You either come out that you got a writer, or you just don't say it at all and let us catch it later. Now it's a problem. So for me, if I found out somebody pent Mickey records, I'd be like, damn, bro. I understand he the image and shit, but it's like, yo, the triple and double entendres, I think that's a gift. that every rapper can't do. So when I hear another nigga did the gift, you don't get the credit no more. I give Ice Cube all of the NWA credit, except for the instrumentals, of course. I love Eazy-E. I love his music. I know that's not him. And right. I rap it knowing it's not him. But if I never knew that, then it's like, I get Dr. Dre a different, because people go, I hate ghostwriters, but I love the Chronic. I say, yo, I love the Chronic because sonically is music. We say sonically for Kanye West. Why we can't use sonically for Dr. Dre? Sonically, the Chronic is a well-produced, put together collaboration with Snoop and all of them. No, Dre ain't pen that shit. But I'm also not looking at Dr. Dre like, nigga, one of the best rapper producers of all time. I'm also not looking at him like that because I know he's not penning the raps that I like. So I'll take the best producer who does music, but I never look at him like an MC because Dr. Dre doesn't write that. Eminem has picked some of my favorite Dr. Dre records. But then I look at Kanye, who used to not have a writer, who now has a writer, and I hear the fall off is what confuses me. Because then they go, yo, when
Kanye not have a writer?
No, I don't mean like not have a writer, but now he glorifies I write nothing. Like I don't do nothing. Like when he made the song for his kids, and he was like, yo, Partisan wrote everything. It's like, yo, then what did you do to beat?
But that's the thing, like, what record of Kanye's do you feel that he wrote? Let's start there.
All right.
Let's start there.
I always feel like this.
Here we
records
go.
that mean something to people. No, records that mean something to you. Like how you said your tape was about your son.
Right.
It feels crazy knowing that somebody else wrote how you feel about your son when rap was never looked at that in that light. So when Kanye made the song with XXX on it, beautiful song. And then he was like, he wrote that and I just rapped it. It's like, yo, how another man telling you how to, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so stuff like that bothers me. So like, when I know Kanye always had credits all over his joint, but when it got distinct, it was like, yo, I don't pen nothing no more. Like even he said it, like, I just walk in with the beat. Like, yo, what we got for Kanye?
Yeah. I mean, what's the problem?
First of all, I don't even like, after my Dark Twisted Fantasy, I stopped truly enjoying his music anyway.
Right.
But it's just like at least at least I can hear a soul in the old music. And I know Kanye is a soulful guy. I don't hear him in nothing now. Like if I push play and he's on it, I'm just like, yo, he ain't do shit on this. Nothing on this record is him. Nothing. They told him like, yo, we're gonna do all this. We're gonna pin every word you say. And it's like,
but that's always been the case. Like that, I don't think, and I think that's why ghostwriting is such a tough thing for people to accept. I don't think you can accept that he's always had a writer. He didn't write Jesus Walks. That wasn't him.
Well, no, I get that. I get that.
So it's like, okay, so if we can agree that Jesus Walks wasn't him,
okay,
that's probably his most personal record. Going back to what you said. So if that's his most personal record, aside from his record about his kids, and he didn't write that, he changed his style. Every time he changed his style, where you saying he quote unquote, you could hear the soul, he changed his writers. So it was Rhyme Fest, it was Consequence, it was GLC.
I remember GLC.
Then he found Sean. Then he found Cuddy. Then he found Saha. Then he picked up Push. Then he, it never stopped.
But this is my thing, though. This is what I also told you. When I find out, you drop a tick. I've never told you what Kanye at.
I mean, then everybody would drop a tick.
No, everybody would drop a tick.
You're not ready for that, though. You're not ready for that.
That's the conversation I want, but I know them secrets that some people will never.
You don't want to have those conversations.
I do, man. I like my list to be pure as possible.
Listen,
I know, but it's the business part that keep writers there. I'm mad because when my boy see this, he's gonna be so happy you sided with him.
Nah, because listen,
it's gonna be like, I told you, Mickey. I told you he was gonna say.
it's the business, right? Like, and I understand what your boy is saying. I understand what you're saying, and I actually agree with you. Like, I'm gonna be very honest right now. I've never had somebody write a rhyme for me, right? I've had lines given to me here and there, like very scarce. And then
that's fine. I don't have no
and then
problem.
I would rework a line or two, right? But I always said if somebody gave me a hit record, I would take the hit record because the hit record is generational wealth, right? And I don't think people understand that part of the business, right? And if somebody ever has something to say, you know, call up your favorite rapper, and I'll take him up to the radio station and give him everything that he got. You know what I'm saying? Give him everything he asked for. And God bless. Good luck, bro. Good luck surviving that, right? Like, but I think it's just a dangerous precedent to just kind of be like, nobody writes or this thing is I just don't agree with that for me. That's just me personally.
But I just look at it like this. Your favorite, you said the tape to your son. If somebody wrote every hook to that song, will not bother me as somebody writing your verse. Because we go through it like another argument I always had. This is exactly how I said. I'm sorry if you see this, don't get mad. Every time I hear Papoose rap, I say, damn, that's a good ass rapper that can't make good music. That's what I say. If Mickey ain't say that, I said that. But every time I hear Papoose rap, I go, yo, he could rap his ass off. I just like to hear that. I don't care for him adding hooks, bridges. I don't care for none. Just give me a long ass verse. But if somebody walked up and all of a sudden Papoose was making music, and I'm like, this shit is hard. And then he go, well, yeah, you got some people to help me write hooks. Cool. But the part with the all the rap, like he got a verse on Russ album. If I find out somebody else wrote that for Pat, I'm gonna be mad. Because I really like that verse. Like I really, really like that verse. And I'm just like, who wrote that? Oh, well, shit. Fuck you. But then what make me mad is when I go listen to the ghostwriter, fucking ghostwriter don't sound like what he wrote for the other person. And I'm just like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean that happens, man. It happens.
The better the cheddar, the better the watch. You fit the description. Watch your head in the drop. Ahead of my time. I'm never gonna stop. I'm what they've been missing.